Hello, so this is Melissa, and today we're going to be doing actually like one of my favorite videos because it is about Pilates legs. And to me, Pilates legs, everything you do with Pilates has to do with your entire body. There is nothing like doing legs and straps, like with your goalies, a full routine, and you find this routine actually in ballet and dance. If you're going to do floor work and you're on your back and you're doing all your legs, this is exactly what those Pilates legs gives you. Long, controlled, lean, and it's definitely not just that bulk muscle that it's tough. It goes so deep to your stabilizers. It's a lot of control, a lot of balance, and you'll find that. And again, that's why you do not have to be high. This is not something where you need to be at 9, 10, 8, even 7 right now. When you first do it, because most of you are going to be tight if you're going at this and you've never done any Pilates legs, you're going to have a lot of really tight hips. Your attachments are not going to be at the level to where you've worked them out. So be very careful because you really could pull something. Your range of motion needs to be small and to understand what your body can do. I personally today am around 5'6", and what I have here, I do not have my tow bar on, but I have my leg pulleys with an extender. Okay, so I have double feet. The other one that you saw, I had it hooked onto the bike board, but this actually is double, and you really do need an extender pulley here, this little rope. If you don't, it will be difficult for you to get the range of motion that you need. So excited this one. I'm going to try not to make it as long as it possibly can because it can get really long. But here we go. So you're going to lay down on your back and you're going to scoop towards the bottom. Again, everybody's going to have a different range of motion. So you want to try to stay, once you find your sweet spot, you want to try to stay there through all of it. Just see if you want to extend your leg here or put them in at the bottom. You've got so much rope here that doesn't really matter. Hold on to this and double lift your other foot in as well. Make sure everything is comfy, cozy for you. You're going to lay back. And I'm about to my fingertips at the end here. And the best way to gauge this, where you are on the bike board, is that when you go into a nice 90 degree, is it closed or do you have range where you have to control it to be closed? You do not want it to close because when you go to a close, all of a sudden you turn everything off. So you always want to have a slight open of the glide board that you can be in 90 degrees, okay, with your neutral spine. So we're going to start in your frog. When you're in frog, heels together, toes apart, knees apart. You do not need to have your legs all the way out like this. That's not key. It's not about the flexibility, okay? You want your knees to be right about where your shoulders are, maybe just a little outside. You don't want it to be too cumbersome, but you don't want it to be too wide. So find your happy medium. Arms are long, shoulders are back, and head is back. That's one version. You can also place your hands behind your head, and again, you can curl in this, okay? Do everything up or half and half. So tailbone is anchored down. You see I just lowered my legs a little bit because I extended my lower back and my pelvic area here. So you don't want it all the way down here. Bring it to a nice 90. You're going to do 10 frogs this way. So extend your legs out and inhale and resist the bend. When you go into bending your knees, resist the urge to crunch and let it fall down. Okay? This whole series that you're doing is about you controlling it. And you'll find that because each of these is separate of each other, one side of your body is going to want to lead and the other side is going to want to follow. So find your center, even though again that you're working your legs, your abdominal muscles are so key. You're also going to find if you're more of a righty than a lefty, that one side's leading, you might lean your legs out to one side and not realize it. So this is really good to help you find your center. After you've done 10 of those, we're going to go to parallel hip width distance. And you are going to try to keep the distance of your feet, your knees, and your hips the same. This one right here is going to be where you're all going to realize how difficult this can be. Some of you structurally, it's hard. Some of you have had injuries. Some of you are so used to turning your feet out that just keeping it parallel is going to be hard. There's going to be a slew of things that you'll probably run into. I don't know all your body, but very hard. You're also going to find one leg is probably going to want to push and the other one's going to be here. If you need to put a block, a yoga block, or a magic ring between your legs to help you keep it stable right there, whatever you need to do. So you do 10 of those. You're going to open and turn out. Now it's almost like you're in second position and you're going to do the same thing. And maintaining a nice neutral spine, nice long breath. Exhale again if you want to get a little bit more abdominal, curl into it. Breathe, resist. Exhale if you want to get here and point your feet. And inhale, bend. You're going to do 10 there. And then we're going to bring our legs in. Now our legs are together. We're going to lower the board and the legs come up to 90. Resist that. And good. I try to keep my breath long, okay? I try to do as long of an inhale as I possibly can with a long exhale. Think of your toes reaching across the room. Think of the toes lengthening to the ceiling as your tailbone is being pulled and anchored down through the floor. Inner thighs together, lengthen, pulling out of the hips. Now you're going to go to internal rotation, toes together, heels apart. 10. So this is all targeting all different portions, parts of your hips. After you do 10 of those, you're going to turn it out. Your legs are still long. Be careful, you're going to find yourself wanting to bend your knees a little bit, but extend those legs, pull those muscles up, reach all the way down, and bring it back into your 90. Again, reach. Good. And after you do turn out, you're going to open, and you're going to do it here as well. So your legs are turned out, squeezing that tush, control. Good. And again, I'm going to curl again, reach. Abs are doing so much of the work. After you do 10 of those, you're going to bring it back in the center. Now this is the one you probably don't want to do, but you should do. Little circles. Little tiny circles. And some are you going to have triangles. And some of you are going to have squares. Try to do those little circles. Get deep in those hips. And then you're going to reverse. Breathe, control. Now we're going to do big circles. When you do big leg circles, be very careful of the range of motion that you're doing. I know it seems exciting and you want to go big, but you really have to listen to what your legs, your growing, all this is talking to you. Because you could really pull something. So I'm reaching. I'm imagining my toes are touching every part of this room. The walls, the ceiling, the doors. Exhale. You'll do 10 that way and then you reverse it. So open, reach, stretch, bring it up, and in thighs together all the way down. Everything's controlled. This feels so good. You're going to love this. Exhale. Good. And reach. Breathe. Again, reach. Once you're here, stretch it. Open, open, open. Now, these next ones, what you're going to do is you're going to keep the glide board stable. It's not going to move, okay? I'm going to curl for these ones. Abs are in. Everything's pulling in. Legs are long. I'm going to flex. Inhale. Flex my feet up. Staying in my neutral. And I can already feel this because my legs. Point. Open. Flex. Close. Point. Open. Constant pressure in those straps there. The glide board is staying completely stable. Breathe. Breathe. Good. And from there, as the legs come up, heels together, toes apart, you're going to do a plie in first. So you're going to inhale, bend, and exhale. Stretch those legs. Good. So as my heels are stretching out to the ceiling, my tailbone again is nice and neutral, anchoring down into the floor. Abdominal muscles are in constant pressure against the strap, so the glide board is not moving anywhere. And what's going to happen is you're going to let your knees come into you, and that's going to move your glide board. Your goal will be to let your knees open wide, and then exhale straight up. So when you let your knees open wide, that allows the stability of the board, okay? When you're done with that, come back to parallel. Exhale, curl. We're going to go into scissors. So I'm going to drop my right leg and stretch my left leg, and woo, this feels good. And you're going to keep the board stable, and you're going to do 10 on each leg, okay? So once you've done 10 scissors on each leg, so delicious, you're going to go into a bicycle. In your bicycle, you have just a slight turn out of your knee. This pull of the rope is going to go just on the inside of the leg, and then you're going to reverse. Good. Reverse. All the way. And you're going to come up. Helicopter. So like in scissors, one leg drops down. Everything stays. You open wide. Do not move glide board. Bring the legs up. Reverse. Left leg goes down. Open wide. Oh, yeah. Right leg comes up. And reverse again. So you just keep reversing the leg that goes down and up. Now, one thing I totally forgot to do at the beginning, when you do your little circles, you're also going to do it out here, okay? So open back out here and also do these tiny little circles out here. And that one will be moving board. When you're all done with everything, you're going to bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide, grab your feet or your ankles and just pull, lengthening the back of the neck, tailbone anchored down, and just stretch. Breathe. Good. Breathe. And now you're all done. I'm going to push one leg straight, holding on to the pulley of the rope. Take that foot out, put it down on the base. Stabilize the glide board and take the other one out. Put them off to the side. Put your hair back in. And then come on up and pull this down. And that was leg series. So good. Love it. The more you do that, you're going to see and feel your legs in a whole different light. It's just delicious. It feels amazing. And I would actually suggest you that if you can, every time you exercise, that should be part of your routine every single time. It's that delicious and that good for you. And that's that. Enjoy, be careful, definitely honor your body here. Take some time because there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to run into that you're going to have a lot of inconsistencies, and just keep at it. Have a good time. See ya.